So you got to try these. First of all, how do they feel? They feel identical?
Identical. Absolutely.
No difference?
No difference whatsoever.
Okay.
No.
Talk about the camera and the video qualities here.
Right. So the rear-facing camera, and I have the new iPhone right here. The rear-facing camera has been upgraded. It used to be 8 megapixels. Now it's 12. Apple's been reluctant to play this megapixel arms race, but they have figured out a way to put in a 12-megapixel sensor and keep the pixels far enough apart so it's super clear. That also allows the camera to record 4K video, also known as ultra-high definition.
Yes, and that's where I'm going with this, because the ability to make movies, to make videos, to create content just on the phone.
Exactly. Here's the most impressive thing about this for me. You can actually edit 4K video in iMovie on the iPhone, 2 different 4K streams on the phone at the same time.
2 different 4K streams.
You can have them running on, non-linear, pull them together.
This is the kind of thing you used to have a major desktop in
bigger
order
than
to
the studio to do that. Now it's in your pocket.
And then you upload that to your website or do whatever.
To your iCloud, to wherever, share it with friends and family. But you can actually start to produce amazingly great, well-shot, well-edited video right on the device itself.
That's going to put a lot of pressure on the video industry, I would imagine.
Well, we've already seen what's happened to camcorders and to point-and-shoot cameras.
Exactly.
So it really begins to just kind of tighten the screws on those coffins.
So they shouldn't really even call this a phone now.
No,
because it's not really a phone. You don't do that much telephoning on it. I mean, this is
it's a
personal
computer. It's
device.
A multimedia device. I mean, it's like what Jobs said. It's 4 things all in one. And the phone is probably the 4th of those 4 things now.
Tell me about the apps that come pre-installed, because I notice, for example, every time Apple makes an acquisition, like if they did with Beats, when you go, there's the Beats app. If you go, there's the Music app for Apple, trying to get, 15 million, I think, people signed up for the trial period for Apple
So we'll see if they all stick around after the 90 days. But Apple's made some changes. They've added a new
Newsfeed. Yeah, I've noticed that.
So that's basically an aggregator of all your different news sources that you select the kinds of news you like to read, either individual titles or categories.
Then do they have to, when they do something like that, do they then have to go out and strike these financial deals with all of the providers?
That's correct. And what this means also is that the older app, which was Newsstand, is no longer. So what you find is that when you upgrade to iOS 9, for example, all of your old news apps, which were put into Newsstand, are now kind of out on the home screen again. You can reorganize them, and you can still use them. You can go right into a Bloomberg app. You can go into a Wall Street Journal app, a New York Times app, or you can see some of those stories and many other sources mixed together in a big river of text and information in the new Apple News app.
Right, you get your choice.
Exactly.
You get a choice in colors, too, don't you?
There's a new one.
Yeah, tell me.
Rose gold. I unfortunately don't have rose gold with me. But I'll tell you, at first, in some photographs, it looks awfully pink. But in person, I must tell you, it's fabulous.
Really?
It's great. It's almost like a coppery kind of gold.
So if given the choice, in other words, just purely aesthetic reasons, you would see that and you would go, I want that.
I like it. It's a little special.
Okay.
There's a little flair there.
All right, so taking a cue from that, how is it that Apple always seems to be the leader when it comes to introducing even these, what we call small innovations, changing the color, for heaven's sakes?
They're so dominant in the market. Their supply chain is so well managed. They have inroads into every market, supplier, technology, and material. They're working constantly on developing all these different types of things all at the same time, and they move the market so much that when they want to do something, it all aligns for them.
Yeah. I want to thank you very much, Sam Grobart.
Pleasure
Always a pleasure. Good to see you. Have to check out your phone.